Hi there, future scientists and math wizards. Welcome to Smile Road. I'm Sir M, and I created this channel just for you, senior high school students looking to make science and math easier, clearer, and yes, even more fun. On Smile Road, we explore exciting lessons in general science and solve real-life problems in general mathematics and learn how the subjects connect to the world around us, from floating boats to your monthly budget. Each meeting, I'll guide you through lessons using simple explanations, real-life examples, and even a few challenges to keep your brain sharp. Whether you're reviewing for exams, catching up on class topics, or just curious about how the world works, you're in the right place. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, and notification bell so you won't miss any of our learning adventures here on Smile Road. So, are you ready to start this journey with me? Let's walk the road with a knowledge with a smile. For today's lesson 36, we will be dealing with crane. And then a crane is a perfect example of a compound machine, which means it is made up of two or more simple machines working together to make work easier. Cranes are used to lift, lower, and move heavy materials in construction sites, shipyards, and factories. So this is an example of the one that we use in our construction site. You have there the fixed pulley and the movable pulley. A crane as a compound machine. A crane combines the following simple machines. Letter number one, pulley. Main function, helps lift loads by changing the direction of the force. In a crane, several pulleys work together, called a pulley system or block and tackle to reduce the effort needed to lift heavy objects. Okay, so that's the crane, the lever, the pulley, and the wheel. Number two, lever. Main function, magnifies the input force. In a crane, the crane arm, which is boom, acts as a lever that rotates around a pivot fulcrum. It allows the operator to extend the reach and apply force at different angles. Okay, so that's another illustration of a crane. And number three, wheel and axle. Main function, reduces friction and helps in movement. In a crane, found in the rotating base and wheels or tracks in mobile cranes, allowing the cranes to turn and move easily. Number four, screw. In some cases, cranes, main function, converts rotational motion to linear motion. In a crane, screws are used in mechanical jacks or stabilizers that helps the crane stay balanced and adjust its weight. How these simple machines work together in a crane, the pulley system lifts heavy loads with less force. The lever arm, the boom, changes position and direction of the load. Now, the wheel and axle allows the crane to rotate or move. The screw mechanisms help stabilize the crane or extend retract arms smoothly. The crane is a powerful and efficient compound machine that combines multiple simple machines to perform complex lifting tasks with less effort. Understanding the physics behind cranes helps us appreciate how engineering solves real-world problems in construction and heavy industry. Formulas when analyze a crane as a compound machine based on the simple machine it combines, mainly pulleys, levers, wheel and axle, and sometimes screws. So, formula number one for pulley system for lifting loads. MA is equals to the number of supporting rope segments. And then the work input is equal to the work output. The force input times the distance input is equal to the force output times the distance output. And then number two, lever, the boom of the crane. Mechanical advantage is equals to effort arm divided by the load arm. The torque or the moment is equals to F times R. Number 3, wheel and axle, the crane rotation. MA is equals to the radius of the wheel divided by the radius of the axle. Number 4 is screw, which acts as a stabilizer or outriggers. MA is equals to 2 pi r divided by the pitch, which is the distance between the threads. Number 5, general work and power equation. W is equals to F times D. And then practice problems. A crane uses a block and tackle system with 4 supporting ropes to lift a heavy metal beam. If the crane applies a force of 500 Newton, what is the ideal mechanical advantage of the pulley system? The number of supporting ropes is 4 and the effort force is equal to 500 Newton. Required the ideal mechanical advantage. So the solution is EMA is equal to the number of supporting ropes, which is equal to 4. Next, number 2. The crane's boom acts as a lever. The effort arm is 6 meters and the resistance arm load is 2 meters. A 1,000 load is hanging from the end. What is the force needed to lift the load using the boom? Effort arm 6 meters, load arm is 2 meters, load is 1,000 Newton. Effort force required to lift the load. So mechanical advantage is the effort arm over the resistor arm. 6 over 2 is equal to 3. And the effort force is equal to the load over MA. And substitute the given 1,000 Newton divided by the calculated MA, 3. So the final answer is 333.33 Newton. Number 3, a mobile crane rotates using a wheel of radius 0.6 meter connected to an axle of 0.15 meter. What is the mechanical advantage of this wheel and axle system? Given radius of the wheel 0.6 meter, radius of the axle 0.15 meter, required mechanical advantage. Mechanical advantage formula is equal to radius of the wheel divided by radius of the axle. Substitute the given data and the final answer is 4. Number 4, a crane lifts a 1,500 Newton load vertically to a height of 10 meters. How much work is done on the load? Given force, 1,500 Newton, height 100 meter, required work done. Use the formula work is equal to force times distance. Substitute the given data. The final answer is 15,000 joules. Number 5. A crane does 20,000 joules of work on a load, but the total energy input used was 25,000 joules. What is the efficiency of the crane system? Okay, given output work 20,000 joules, input work 25,000 joules, required efficiency. Use the formula efficiency is equals to output work over the input work times 100,000. Substitute the given data and the final answer is 80%. So the MCQ for lesson number 36, Understanding Crane, is as follows. Number 1. A crane uses a pulley system with 6 supporting ropes. What is the ideal mechanical advantage of the system? Letter A, 3. Letter B, 4. Letter C, 6. Letter D, 12. Number 2. A crane boom acts as a lever with an effort arm of 9 meters and a resistance arm of 3 meters. What is the mechanical advantage of the lever? Letter A, 3, letter B, 2, letter C, 6, letter D, 1.5. Number 3, a 1,200 Newton load is lifted by a crane using a lever with a mechanical advantage of 4. What effort force is required? Letter A, 300 Newton. Letter B, 4,800 Newton. Letter C, 400 Newton. Letter D, 120 Newton. Number 4. A crane rotates using a wheel of radius 0.8 meter and an axle of radius 0.2 meter. What is the mechanical advantage? Letter A, 2. Letter B, 3. Letter C, 4. Letter D, 5. Number 5. A crane lifts a 2,000 Newton object to a height of 15 meters. How much work is done by the crane? Letter A, 30,000. Letter B, 13,000 joules. Letter C, 25,000 joules. Letter D, 35,000 joules. Number 6. A crane performs 18,000 joules of useful work while consuming 24,000 joules of energy. What is the efficiency? Letter A, 65%. Letter B, 75%. Letter C, 85%. Letter D, 95%. Number 7. Which of the following will increase the mechanical advantage of a crane's pulley system? Letter A, using shorter ropes. Letter B, decreasing the number of pulleys. Letter C, increasing the number of supporting ropes. Letter D, making the boom longer. Number 8, a crane arm is 10 meters long. The load is 2 meters from the pivot. If the load is 800 Newton, what is the required effort force? Letter A, 200 Newton. Letter B, 1,600 Newton. Letter C, 400 Newton. Letter D, 800 Newton. Number 9. What type of simple machines are primarily used in a crane's lifting mechanism? Letter A, lever and wedge. Letter B, pulley and wheel and axle. Letter D, inclined plane and screw. Letter D, screw and lever. Number 10. A mobile crane's rotating base uses a wheel and axle. If the axle radius is 0.25 meter and the wheel radius is 1.0 meter, what is the mechanical advantage? Letter A, 0.25. Letter B, 1. Letter C, 2.5. Letter D, 4. Okay, so the answer key for today's lesson, please proceed to lesson number 37. The answer key for lesson 35, Understanding Can Opener, is as follows. So I hope you get 100% in this MCQ, lesson 35. Okay? And that's it for today's lesson here on Smile Road. If you learned something new today, don't forget to hit that like button and share this video with your classmates. And make sure to subscribe and tap the notification bell so you'll be the first to know when a new lesson drops. This is Sir M, reminding you that learning doesn't stop after the bell rings. Keep asking, keep exploring, and always walk the road of knowledge with a smile. Smile Road, where curiosity meets discovery. Thank you, everyone. See you in our next lesson. Thank you once again.